Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a video review of the movie Star Trek, the remake that came out today. Officially, it is past midnight, May 8th, 2009, for documentation purposes. Um, I chose to do this review video because I felt it would be faster, as I do have to wrap this up rather quickly because I should be working on some more stuff for the blog and some more stories that I do have to turn in about 2 hours. It is currently 4 in the morning. I got back from a late night screening of the movie. I went with my friends. Should not have done that because I wouldn't be up this late writing, as opposed to I would probably be sleeping. But to make a long story short, let's get back to the review. Um, I was never a huge Star Trek fan to start off with. I don't really know much about it. Um, I I mean, I was always a huge Star Wars fan growing up, and liking Star Trek or anything that had to do with Star Trek was pure blasphemy in terms of the people that I talked to about it. And I never was involved. I never liked any of it. I saw a few of the movies that had Patrick Stewart in it, but other than that, I never really got into it. I went just based on the hype and the fact that a good friend of mine, Anton, was in the movie. Shout out to him. He's got another blockbuster coming up, Terminator Salvations. Go see it. Very lucky kid, able to have a starring role in two major blockbusters in the summer. Anyway, the movie itself, I would not, it wasn't that bad. I mean, out of the movies that came out these past few weeks, I prefer Wolverine actually over this one. The movie was entertaining. It was very entertaining. It was a summer blockbuster. It was a popcorn movie to say the least. The characters were very well casted. Spock, Kirk, Scotty, McCoy, Sulu, all of them were properly casted. I think the people who were very big diehard fans of the original Star Trek lineup with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy will find this movie pays very good tribute to the original cast and the original storyline. The actions on a grand scale, you won't be disappointed in the special effects. It's a very fun movie. The acting does get a little cheesy at points. There are some plot points where you're just like, really? I mean, are we really going to be forced to accept this? And I'm not going to really try to give away anything about the movie because I'm sure a lot of you will go see it. But time travel does play a factor, and a movie that doesn't actually focus on time travel, whereas like Back to the Future, whereas that's not the main focus of the story of the movie. Um, Whenever a movie tries to factor in, okay, this happened because we are able to travel through time, it becomes it becomes asking a lot of the audience, and I've never really been a fan of using that as an excuse to move the story along. People who the acting, like I said, is kind of cheesy at some points. You kind of see yourself laughing at serious points at some parts of the movie, and like again, I'm not expecting Oscar winning performances out of these movies because I mean that's not what they're really made for. Kirk is awesome. He gets the shit kicked out of him in this movie, so lots of fighting on his part. Spock is Spock. I mean, one of the least amount of emotion stretched for a role because he has no emotion, and everything else is great. About everything else is fine about it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't really see myself looking at my watch, seeing how much more time had gone by since the movie started. Like I said, the special effects are great. Everything looks actually pretty real. I mean, when you see the characters walking into a spaceship, you think that's the spaceship's actually there. Um, Only if another problem I had about it is Eric Bana as Nero. I think the character's name was um, a very great looking bad guy. He plays the villain of the movie. He looks great in it, but he for asking of a good performance from an actor who usually does give good performances is not asking a lot, and he seems forced into the role. It just looks like Eric Bana is being Eric Bana, but with green makeup on and elf ears. He is not he's not a great part of the movie. Other than that, I mean, everybody else is great. You know, lots of I mean, we had some really diehard Star Trek fans sitting behind us during the movie, and there were I didn't get any of them, but there were a lot of inside jokes that you will all like if you are a diehard fan of the movie. I'm assuming. I can't really promise you that because I don't know them. Fun cameos by Leonard Nimoy, who plays Spock again. But you're asking, but they already casted a younger Spock again. Time travel. Um, it's if you really pick apart the plot, it's a pretty ridiculous plot. All you're really doing is asking for them to is asking for them to accept their roles in the movie, and there's too much build up. There's too much origin story behind each character, and it slows the story down significantly. Other than that, it's a fun movie. Go see it. You'll have a good time. But if you really had to take a choice between seeing Wolverine or um, Star Trek, I would suggest going to see Wolverine. Again, not a fantastic movie, a fun movie to say the least. Both these movies have basically given me what I've expected is not Oscar worthy performances. Nothing that is really going to be lasting with me for the rest of my life, but fun movies that you'll enjoy taking your friends out and just going to go and having a good time. The next big one we got coming out next weekend is Terminator with Christian Bale. I'm very much looking forward to that. I will also give a review on that, typed or video, not sure yet. I will actually be on the road at that point, so it may come a little later. So I should probably get back to my stories. That's basically the review in a nutshell. Go see it. Don't expect huge things.